You know, it's crazy. There are so many humans on the planet that actually don't or can't get into places like this. And this is just such an incredibly peaceful feeling. Just walking through at dawn. Most people are like, I don't want to wake up too early. Don't want to do some exercise. But the rewards, man, I love it. Good morning, guys. So I'm sitting here in a park in the middle of Lisbon, and this is a very, very small park. So what we're going to do is we're going to go today and look at actually some of the most significant parks in Lisbon and see what people do here and how they interact with the city and some of the history and the story, because I think parks are the best part about a city because they're the most natural part. So let's explore Lisbon through parks. But first, coffee. I'm going to go meet Dan from Honeymoon Always. We're going to go have a coffee at the Copenhagen Coffee Lab, which is just down here. The Copenhagen Coffee Lab. They got good stuff there.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. It's early.
So there's a flat white and there's a latte. Just in case you get confused. Obrigado. Bom dia. So Dan, you live right here, right? Have you been to this place before?
Yeah, we love it here. There's like a lot of like animals that we're gonna see, like ducks and geese and peacocks, chickens. So we really like to come and walk around. It is on a hill, so that's the only downside for us is like it's a bit of a trek up. But we love to come here, see the dogs. It's very old. It was built in 1742. Has
so that was like pre-earthquake. So it survived the earthquake.
Yeah,
obviously, because it's a garden.
Right. I mean, what was really to tumble? I don't know.
Exactly.
But there's actually like a palace on the grounds here. Like I don't know if it's a real palace is the right word, but anyway, there's a building that a queen lived in, and then it has the largest cactus garden in Europe.
The only cactus garden in Europe.
Probably, but it is the largest.
So Dan, that was amazing. You know all this information. I mean, how did you know this information?
I just picked it up over time, you know.
Yeah, really? You didn't just read it off.
No.
You didn't just read it off.
No, that was just there.
So what is this?
This is a place for the cats to live. So
The
they
cats?
take care of the cats. They like fix them, so they're control population, but then they can live here.
Oh, lovely. So this is Europe's largest cactus garden.
Yes. And Michelle and I were from Texas, so we know cactus. And so when I came here, I was like, oh, it's like Texas over here.
So is it like Texas?
Well, there's cactus, and that's similar.
So quantos gatos tens? 5. 35, wow. Those hungry guys. A lot of food these guys get every day. Okay, so obviously you've been up to Porto a lot, and you were up there recently with Josh and Kaylee from expats everywhere, right?
Right.
Anywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Sorry, Josh. So what do you find like the difference between Lisbon parks and Porto parks? What do you reckon?
I think there's more here, and they're bigger here. I know Porto has like one huge park that we like rode bikes in, so that was cool. And then they have one other park that's like by the stadium that I know of, and then other than that, the parks are really small. So we've got two big ones. There's not much shade there, so I really prefer the ones here because there's more of them, and there's several large ones. They all have animals, so I like it here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking around and planning this route today and saying there's so many different parks. There's a park that you can swim in, there's a park like there's just so much stuff, but you'll see. You'll see. So apparently back in the day this was the palace, or it's actually a convent. I'm not quite sure. I'll figure it out. Why'd you bring me to church? I don't do churches.
Okay, so I know you wanted to see the parks. Right across the street is one of the best parks in Portugal. But you can't go there without seeing the church across the street first, because this place is one of the most beautiful churches here in Lisbon.
So, like what we were saying, as we stroll through the park,
Yes.
I think it's important to understand not just what these parks are, but what people do in the park.
Yes, perfect example. Here's a fitness class going on.
All right.
So like there's always stuff going on over here.
Oh man, look at this beautiful tree. This looks like something we'd get in South Africa. The EU president is coming today to speak in this park. This is the Banana Cafe, no?
That was
think-
the Banana Cafe.
Oh, that one down
This
there.
one is something else.
Yeah.
It's a kiosk.
Dan, you're going to go work out. There's some guys working out behind you.
Oh yeah, I'll join them later. Hey Nick, we made it. This is Jardim do Prince Royale. So here on the sidewalk, on Saturdays they have like a really big market with a lot of organic vegetables and then a bunch of knickknacks. Like last time we were here, they had like an artist who would do caricatures, but they were like cartoonish as opposed to like what you would regularly get at a fair. Anyway, really cool place, lots of cool things to buy, like all the like cork products and stuff like that. But then in here, there's like a kiosk and a big old tree that provides a lot of great shade. So let's go take a look.
Is there coffee?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. It says International Day Against Homophobia.
Yeah.
Bom dia. All right. Nice spot this, isn't it? So we just arrived at the Jardim Botanical de Lisboa, and you got to pay $5 to get in, which is fine. I think most of that money went to this beautiful ticket. So this is quite interesting actually. I was reading about this, and just after the earthquake, no, when was it? It was like, yeah, just after the earthquake, they had in like 1760 or something. I think they turned this into a place called the Promenade. And it wasn't a road at all. It was just a place for the wealthy to come and parade and walk their dogs and stuff. And then apparently it wasn't very cool. And after 50 years, they decided they had to change it and try to attract people here because no one came here because it was just so boring. And then they opened it to all classes, and eventually they made a road here.
Well, they did a good job now because it's super busy all the time.
Dan, did you bring your swimming trunks?
I did not.
Man, you got this is we can swim here apparently.
Apparently, let's see what it's about.
Warm.
Normal.
Dan,
Yes.
would you ever come back and swim here?
Yeah, on a good hot day, for sure.
Me too, for sure. So Dan, what you having apart from orange juice?
That's a poke bowl coming.
Poke bowl. And I'm having like a pesto pancake thing. It looks really good actually.
Smells good.
Pesto always smells good. AlgarveAddicts.com